This is Sharon Warren. I'm with ETHOSystems. Today we are going to be syncing a prime contract from Sage Construction Management to Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate. As you can see here, I have my prime contract that I just put in. The status is approved. That's important. The project and the prime contract are in the proper format to go over to Sage 300 CRE. What is going to pull into Sage 300 CRE is not the project ID, but the prime contract number. This number right here is going to be your job number in Sage 300 CRE. This description here, the BMS New Brunswick, that is actually this right here. It is the work subject. That's what's going to pull in as the job name. So we are going to go over here and we are going to go to the accounting link and we're going to send it over. So if we go to Batch Post Wizard, it should pull up my contract. So it's got some other ones in there that need to go over as well. But for now, we're just going to send over this 626 job. Okay. Now, if you select the button here, that will select everything that's out there that needs to be posted, and then you can click Post Selected. If you don't want to do that and you only want to post one, you can select this right here to post just the one. I'm going to go ahead and click this and click Post Selected. But either way, there are different ways that you can post to Sage 300 or sync. So one prime contract is going to be exported. Do you want to proceed? Yes. I could do yes and process in the background so I can continue working in Sage Construction Management, or I can just hit yes. So right now I'm just going to go yes. Let's just process it. Okay. So once you have synced once you've sent everything over and you've synced it, you can go to your posting log and just verify that it was synced. This is exported successfully. So what I'm going to do now is take you to Sage 300 so I can show you how it comes into Sage 300. Whoops. Go to Sage 300. Here we go. So when it comes over to job cost in Sage 300, it imports pretty much the same way a cost estimate imports. It doesn't create the job right away. It comes into your new file and it waits for you to post it. So you can go into your entries by batch and you can review the import before you post it. So let's go to new and let's look at this import estimates. Here's your import that you just did, your job number, all your cost codes. It's all there. If there were any issues, you would see that. If you wanted to double check it, the totals, you could actually, I should have just done it there, but you could do it in inquiries, or you can just go to report manager and you can look at entries by batch here, select new, and just double check your totals there. So I'm going to print preview because there's only one batch in there. Oh. Import estimate. Here we go. So here's your batch, your import estimate. And I want to look at the total of this batch. Total of this batch is $8,186,300. And that should match what is in Sage CM. We could go back and double check it. Let's go back to this. Contract administration. There's 10 million for the prime contract and sorry about that. It is 10 million, then 8,186,300, which is what we showed in job cost, 8,186,300. So that came over properly. So we can close this, and I'm going to go and post this. So it is in the new file. No job has been set up until we click post here. Okay. So now let's go to job cost. I'm going to show you what actually comes over. We know that the estimate is there and the job is there. So let's go in the job setup so you can see exactly what has come over and what has not. It's more specifically what has not come over. Okay, our job is 626 BMS New Brunswick. So you know how I showed you that it's important to make sure your work subject and your prime contract number are what you want your job number and your job description to be called in Sage. That's how you have to enter it in Sage CM. What doesn't come over is the address of the project that you entered into Sage CM. The project manager, any of this information does not come in as of right now. So you need to manually enter this, finish the job setup in Sage 300. So you'll have to enter this after you send it over. The status, the estimated start date and completion date that you put in Sage CM does not come over. The customer that you entered there does not come over. And it doesn't set it up to use contracts, which means it also does not bring over your schedule values. Any of this information, none of this comes over. So you have to come in here, you have to select your GL prefix, you have to finish the job setup in Sage. See here, even the total of your contract does not come over. So once you set it up in Sage CM, as of right now, you'll have to come in here and you'll have to enter your schedule values. Since you already have it on a spreadsheet, you might be able to do that in Job Central. I'm going to check and see if you can do that in Job Central. But none of this comes over. The only thing that comes over is your cost estimate and your job number and your job description. That is it. And your cost codes. So let's just look at Job Central and see if we could. Let's just look and see if we can go in here and put the schedule of values. That would be really cool if we could. 626, edit job. You can edit jobs. There's a job. Okay, so let me go back to the job setup really quick. One thing it did do is it didn't set the billing level of jobs. So I would say before you go into Job Central, come here and make sure you change the billing from quick bill to contract. Your setup may have it to default to contract, and if that's the case, then you won't have this issue. Mine is not set to default. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Yeah. Put this in. 10. All right. Now I'm going to go back to the Job Central and see if it would be really cool if we could just import or just copy and paste the schedule of values. So let's go to Job Central and this new job, we're going to edit it. And we're going to cross our fingers. It'll let us do this because it's not something I've checked yet. You'll go ahead and put the billing address or the address in there. Project manager, put all this information in. What I'm concerned about right now is this is streamline building. 64. Oh, did I have this as approved? Okay, next. Okay, we're going to change this to proposed for right now, and we can do this. So what I would do is go back to my spreadsheet. I'm going to open my spreadsheet here. Okay, so what you're going to do is here, you're going to copy your columns for your line item or your contract item and the description. So you're going to copy that, and then you can come right in here and paste it. Yes, it's not a large amount. It shouldn't take a while. And then after these two columns are populated, then you can see how all of these are in there. Status is proposed. Over here on the contract amount, we're going to come back to our spreadsheet. And we're just going to copy the contract amounts. So this is a quick, easy way you can get this information into Sage 300 and set up your contract. Yes. So now your contract is in there. This is 13 million, but I don't think it was 13 on there. Let me just double check. I thought that was, yeah, it's not 13 million. It is 10 million. So something went in wrong. Let's look at this. We have 2.6. Oh, yeah, I don't know where this number came from. So that should be, okay. Now that matches. So I'm going to change this proposed to approved. And hit next. And you notice how all the items changed their status to approved. And then I'm gonna hit finish. This is already in here. Your cost estimate is already in there. So then that's all you're doing. And we want to finalize the estimate, so no changes get made on there, and hit finish. So now you have your contract is set up and your estimate is set up. If I go back to job cost and I want to see exactly on a report, I can run this report. I like this one. This profit as of date. I like this one because it gives you your totals across the board for everything. We'll go current, and here I want to conditions. I want to take that all off of there. And we're going to look specifically for this contract. So 24/6/26, original contract is 10/4/18, total estimate 81/86. This is beautiful. This is how it's supposed to look. All your numbers are in there. And then when your build amounts get in there and your costs start coming in, these will populate. Your cost will also be sent over to Sage CM. Now that you've synced your project from Sage CM to Sage 300. So again, you do have some setup to do in Sage 300 after you sync your project, but your cost will sync from job cost to Sage CM, so you can run your analytics in Sage CM. Eventually, the receivables, the contracts and all will be synced as well. But for now, this is your workaround. Just set it up here, go into Job Central, and copy and paste your schedule values there. Hope you enjoyed this demonstration. Thank you.